tough loss. Teams that come into games with 13 wins, kind of find a way to gut out games like tonight. Programs that are, 5-9 coming in, just find ways to not do enough to win the game. We had been better on the backboard last two games, but quite honestly, it was men against boys on the backboard, and we had a number of shots, good looks, for guys, that for X who's been really great for us, and that just didn't make shots, and did what we wanted to do defensively. It's impossible to overcome a plus 20 on the backboard. When you tip the ball in twice, for the other team, which is actually, that's the third time that's happened to us this year. And I think a lot of that has to do with just being physically overmatched on the interior. But I loved our spirit. I loved the way our guys competed, against a team that's clearly better than we are. Questions?
What are you looking to do to scratch out offense? At this point, it's just try to get some open shots. You can't really force tempo all that much.
I mean, we don't play, I don't think we have a talented enough rotation to try to play real fast and be a transition team. Obviously that would be the recipe as an undersized group. This is, we have to play games in the 50s and the low 60s if we're going to have any chance to win. This is our formula. There's, our numbers and the numbers that, guys are shooting, from the field. Those are the percentages that they shoot. And it's the timely ones. It's a game where we're, tipping two in for the other team, missing at least, missing at least 3 layups in the second half. Can you overcome that if you're ridiculously physical and talented? Absolutely. We're not at a point in this program, that we can do that.
And you talked about some of the guys learning how to make shots in big moments. How do you learn to do something like that? Is it just from repetition?
No, I think you learn how to do that by caring. I think that Mike Powell's made critical shots this year. Xavier Munford's made critical shots. Andre Malone's made critical shots. They care. They care about winning. They care about their career. They care about this program. That's why they put the extra work in. That's why they practice extremely hard. And you feel blessed to coach them. They will come through more than they won't. It's about caring about your craft. And we need more of that.
Mike, X only played 6 minutes in the first half tonight. Just talk about how you and Andre picked it up for him at the offensive end.
Yeah, we rely on X a lot. We rely on X a lot to produce points for us because he can score the basketball. But once he went out, me and Dre, we can also we able to score and make shots. So we just had to pick one of our teammates up until he got back for the second half.
And do you think X ever got in the flow because of those 2 fouls?
No, it killed. It's bad. And with how physical the game was, that obviously was not to our advantage. Because it's not what we are. I thought it killed his flow, killed his rhythm. He missed shots that he normally makes. And me and Bob, we were fighting in the first half about putting him back in the game, and you know, and I was close to putting him back in there because you know, his rhythm was disrupted, but you just can't do that when you have a lead. And I was thinking about coming in here and facing you guys when he picked up his third foul in the first half, and I didn't want to hear Kevin's question about that.
You had Mike Gaiman in the lineup tonight to start off and Nick on the bench. Did Mike earn that with the way he played the other night against Richmond?
Yeah, you know, like, man, this first year for us, you know, it's hard, you know, and we're playing hard. You know, moving forward from here, you know, we got to get, you know, identify for both the short and the long term, you know, the guys that share your passion and play with your passion, you know, that reflect you. And, you know, Mike's earned that, you know, and although, you know, Ryan, you know, isn't an incredibly productive offensive player, you know, Brooks, you know, he gives you what he got, and he cares, and he's fighting for you. And in a year where we're taking over the program that we took over, man, it's about playing kids during these games that want to fight for you. And, you know, because we're not there.
What do you do with rebounding wise in practice? Because you can't get taller, you can't get stronger, you can't get fatter, you know? It kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you do rebounding drills in practice?
Some practices, half the practice are rebounding drills. But it's like war out there. And, I mean, it's different in the game though. You actually gotta want to go get it. Like practice in the game is two separate things.
Do you see you guys getting, you know, better at defense, rebounding wise, and it's just not showing up?
Nah, we just got out-rebounded by 20.
Yeah.
You know, I think in our last game we played somebody that was physically very similar to we were at Richmond. You know, and you know, I think we were plus 12. This was men against. You know, this was men against. You know, guys that play the 3, playing the 4. A freshman center who's weighed in this morning at 189 pounds. Yeah, and those guys are men. I thought they pursued the basketball, but that's what we're going to look like, hopefully next year from a physical standpoint.
Last one.
This is therapeutic for me if you want to let these guys go, because I'm not looking forward to getting to the car.
Like, what was the defensive pressure like you were facing with that? I mean, it looked like they weren't letting you move a lot.
Yeah, it's pressure I've seen before, so it wasn't like nothing like that shocked me or anything like that. I just knew I had to be careful with the ball. I knew Henry, he's one of the top in the country, and still I know he reach a lot, things like that. So I just had to be careful with the ball, and that's what I was trying to do out there.
But does it wear on you after a while when you just get beat up and down?
Not really. I would say like after you do a move or two, they kind of bag up a little bit, give you a little space. But I mean, it's just alerting. Like it keeps you alert, knowing that someone's gonna be in your face every possession.
As a guard, when you're going against a guy like Ingram, who's basically your size, or a guy like Henry, who's really long, about 6'4", just talk about the differences in how you try to attack those two guys.
I feel like I can beat a guy my size with kind of strength, especially use a freshman like that. But with a bigger guy, we'll have to use my quickness more and fakes and things like that.
And they made a nice adjustment with ball screen. Their ball screen defense on film has been really bad on film, and it was really, really bad to start the game. You know, and the second half they did a lot of switching. You know, and if you know, Mike was able to take advantage of it at times. If X was a typical Xavier today and in rhythm, we would have been able to expose it, you know, the way we did second half of Richmond. But you know, because then it just becomes about having guys that can beat the other team's 5-man off the dribble.
Is the defense playing too good right now to lose games like this?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the numbers. You know, they shot 37% from the field, 21 from three. You know, in a home game, first half we shot the heck out of it. You know, I think a big part of what happened to us in the second half was they're a real physical team. They were physical off the ball. They were physical guarding screens. You know, and I think we got a little bit worn down as the game went on. Where we just weren't very fresh, you know, and I think a lot of that had to do with the physicality of the basketball game.
You started the game, you're 9 for 13 from the field. Did you ever think that with this personnel, particularly against those matchups, that you'd be able to have a stretch like that this season?
If I, you know, I just thought Mike was awesome to start the game. I thought Mike played great. You know, Mike had 2-3 second half, go in and out. Mike Powell deserves to make those shots because he commits to us. And, you know, Mike played, I thought Mike set the tone for us. Mike has that capability. And moving forward with this program, with the people that he's going to get surrounded by, he's just going to get better and better. And yeah, like we played, you know, it was demoralizing to be up 1 at halftime, shooting 52% from the field, and they were shooting 37. You know, but we got destroyed on the backboard. We got outscored by 19 on the bench. They had 13 second chance points. We tipped the ball in twice. We missed 3 layups in the second. Yeah, that's a story.